Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you're having a nice time. So some more interesting updates for this video, and again the inevitable has happened. Nigerian Falcons obviously getting trashed by the Japanese women team. Of course, that game was a complete disaster from our perspective. These Japanese they are really good. We saw that they were completely out of our class. Again, I thought from those two previous games as, hey, it was just 1-0. The Brazil game it felt like a lock, even though Brazil had played us, but again, it was a 1-goal margin, and then we lost that 3 points. Then against Spain, we did what we did, and thought we were going to get a draw, and then in the dying minute of the game, 80-something minutes, Spain put one, and then that was it. So, it felt like we didn't play very badly in those two games, and then we lost because of hard luck. But in this game, I was sure that, I mean, there's a lot that we need to learn. Again, the defeat is something that was inevitable, because obviously if we had progressed into the knockout stages with what we are currently, with a very unenthusiastic team like this, I doubt if we would be able to even win the first round of the knockout. So it's a good thing actually that we got that we got the reality check. And of course, what this means is that the girls are definitely going to go back, return home, not go back. They're going to return home to Nigeria. The ones that are playing in the local women's league in Nigeria would come back, and then the ones that are playing in the US, Mexico, Russia, they would go back to their different clubs, and then they would convene again when I don't know, Coach Randy Wardron will probably lose his job, but whenever they need to convene, and that's of course for the AFCON women category. But more updates on that later. But as it stands now, Nigerian Falcons obviously crashing from that one. They didn't win any game, lost the three games in the Olympics, which is a very bad result, a bad record, to have upheld. But again, I won't talk too much about that. I'll just go straight to the next update, which is the fact that Iheanacho has now officially done and dusted his medical with the Sevilla side. We've been talking about this 2-3 videos ago, that Kelechi is obviously heading to Sevilla. And then the last video I talked about him actually landing in their facility to actually do that medical. But right now he has done it, as the pictures and video shows, but I just only have the pictures to show about his medical. So it's official right now. Kelechi has signed for Sevilla 2-year contract. That's what it is, and then he has the possibility of extending for 1 more year after the 2-year elapses. Again, congratulations to this man, and we wish him all the best for this new season. And moving forward to the next year, let me let you know that a very important information right now regarding NFF and their quest to actually get us a new coach has now resurfaced. And again, it's kind of like picking up from where we left off about Eric Chelle and the conversations that he has been having with the NFF. The last time I talked about this development, I did mention that Eric Chelle was at that time, going through the paperwork or the terms of contract the NFF are proposing to him, and he actually wanted to see if it was something that he would be very happy with, he and his team, of course. If it's something that actually favors them way more than probably his previous job with the Mali side, then he was going to accept it. Again, he mentioned before that the Super Eagles job is a job that interests him. It's a job that fills him with a lot of excitement, so he wants to have a chance at coaching the great players that we have. So it was a bit of an easy decision for him in terms of the team that he's going to manage. But again, the contract, the money and everything was also a major factor. So, but the report right now, long story short, is that NFF has actually employed Eric Chelle as the head coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles, or the new head coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles. But it's not official yet, because again, NFF will always tell you that if it's not coming from the official source or their official website or their official media person, then obviously it's still a rumor. This is what they will always say. So therefore, we'll just play by NFF's rule. It's still not official because they've not announced it by themselves. But several media in France have actually stated that Eric Chelle has been given a contract by NFF, right now, and that it's going to be announced soon. But again, I was able to get some info about something that one of NFF's officials actually said regarding this. Although newsmen contacted him for clarification or for proof that the deal has been done, but he didn't say for sure that okay, NFF has employed Eric Chelle, but he said that Eric Chelle actually ticks all the boxes and that he's not in the position to let this out. So it's going to be something that the Federation is going to do through their media department. But again, he said that the announcement is expected to happen next week. So this next week that we're entering, obviously, we should be expecting to hear NFF officially announce it. But from our point as right now, Eric Chelle is the man that has beaten the likes of all the other candidates for this job. Of course, all the other candidates we talked about previously, Tom Semfield and Steve McLaren, the Manchester United staff. So these are the major guys. Again, as Harvey Renard was one of them, but NFF had a falling out with him because he was asking for way too much money, and NFF could not afford it. So that's the update right now. You can take it from this channel. That Eric Chelle is very likely going to be the next Nigerian Super Eagles head coach. It's almost done right now, based on the information I'm getting from reliable sources. But again, moving away from that one, let me close this update with the injury updates regarding Moffi, who I talked about in the previous video, and how he has had a really huge blow regarding the injury that he recently had, during preseason. So right now, the man's father, that's Leo Moffi, has attested to the fact that his son, actually had this Achilles injury. And the bad thing is that he actually had it on his main foot. That's his left foot. He's a left-footed player. And so the good news is that the dad is saying that Moffi is actually responding really well. He's he's accepting the injury with a really big, strong heart, and he's very optimistic that his recovery process is going to go on very quickly. So that's what has now been said by Terry Moffi's father. And again, the club is giving Terry Moffi the choices of actually going into surgery immediately, or go into rehabilitation and then go into surgery at a later date. But Moffi has still not decided at this minute. The medicals are still trying to observe the situation to see what's the best treatment plans for the man, whether it's going to be rehab first and then surgery later, or surgery now and then rehab later. But again, as I said in the last video, it's still estimated to take up to 7 to 9 months before we get to see Moffi back on the pitch. That is a very, very sad one. But again, his father has said it, that he is strong and he is responding really quickly. And from the way he talks, he's going to really come back, even earlier than we expect. But that's the update for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If it's on Facebook you're watching this, make sure to follow Football Stories. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves. God bless you, and stay tuned for more updates.